making cloud bubbles. Here you go. You ready? Let's do a big one. Oh, it's in my eye. So last week I told you that we were going to start the beginning of our story. Well, the beginning of our story starts with creation and how God created everything. So at the beginning, there was nothing to see, nothing to feel, nothing to touch. It was just dark and empty. And then God decided, I would like to make some things. So the first thing he made was light and dark. He called the light day and the dark night. And I'm so glad that he made light because I am not a big fan of the dark. I think it's scary. And then one day he was like, hello, sky, hello, sea. And he separated out the waters from the sky. And then he wanted to make some land. So all he said was, come on, land, let's go. And big mountains burst out of the water and beaches rushed with waves. And he made all kinds of plants and trees and fruit and vegetables and things like that. And then he decided, he looked up at the sky and he said, I think there needs to be some more stuff up there. So he went out and he made planets. He made the sun. And he made the moon, he made our galaxy, and all the planets that we see. And after he had finished making all the blues and purples and oranges and greens and those beautiful colors that you can see in the night sky, he made some animals. But not just any kind of animals. He made birds and all kinds of things that fly in the sky. And he made all the creatures that swim and live in the ocean. And then after that, he wasn't done yet. He made animals that lived on land, and he also made people. And when he got to people, see, every single time so far, all God said was, let there be light, and bam, there was light. He said, let's make some sky, boom, some sky. But when he got to people, he actually made us out of the ground and breathed life into us, which is really cool. And we're actually going to learn about that more next week. So why do we learn about creation? Well, creation tells us a lot about who God is. The first thing it tells us is how creative God is. I mean, just look at an elephant and this huge trunk and these big tusks, and they're so huge. They're incredible. Or like a seashell that you find on the beach. They're everywhere. And if you look at them under a microscope, they're incredible. You should go on Google and look at a tiny picture of a piece of sand, and it's incredible, all the different colors that are just in one grain of sand. But creation also tells us that God created things in an order. See, he didn't make elephants before he made the land that they go on, or they'd have elephants flying all over the place, and that would be super weird. So God has order. He doesn't do things in chaos and confusion. And the last thing it tells us is how powerful God is. Like I said, God just spoke and things were created. God spoke and he made the sun. God spoke and he made this beautiful galaxy just with the words of his mouth, which I think is pretty incredible. And to think that there is a God who loves us and that's that powerful is pretty cool. So I have one more experiment I want to show you. And it reminds me of how creation burst out of the ground. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. But that's not it. That's not it, guys. Hold on. We're going to get cooler. Here we go. So this reminds me of how God created things like the mountains and they burst out of the ocean. So let's see if we can get it to work. You ready? Mountains rise up out of the ocean, and then, you gotta watch it, it doesn't want to pop. Oh, it's so strong. There it goes. Poof. Very cool. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next week.